One important thing that we like to highlight today is that we have a potential trend line that is that was or is suppressing the price of Bitcoin to the downside while it consolidating in this range. You can see that yesterday we broke this potential trend line to the upside, and today's candle is closed now above it. This is a good sign, as we can see that the same pattern could be seen exactly when Bitcoin broke this consolidation zone and retested our 29,000 level. So we think this could be a sign that Bitcoin wants to make a move, potentially with this closing potential to the upside, or at least to retest our 29,000 level again. Hello guys, welcome to NXPTO new video, and in this video I'm gonna give you a quick update on the price of Bitcoin. And as we can see, Bitcoin is currently retesting our 29,000 level, and this is the second time Bitcoin is trying to retest this level. On our last video, we mentioned that Bitcoin was trying to break this potential trend line, and if we take a measure, just a quick one, to show where this a potential break from this trend line would take Bitcoin, we can see that after breaking the top of this trend line, retesting and confirm, Bitcoin basically retested our 29,000 level, or is trying to retest our 29,000 level at the moment. The question now is whether we're gonna finally hold this level as support. As we can see, we tried many times to hold support above this level, but Bitcoin failed. The most important thing to take into consideration at the moment is that Bitcoin basically managed to hold the top of our dark blue channel as support. That's the most important thing, was able to hold this level as support and protected our 23,000 level. This is very important, and this is what we wanted to see. This is what the best case scenario so far is. The best case scenario. Of course, many people believe that this move was caused by news, but as I showed, this is just a normal, technical movement on the price of Bitcoin, where the Bitcoin broke this trend line to the upside, confirm, and the target was actually our 29,000 level. This is where we are sitting at the moment. This is great to see. And if we now go to our weekly chart, we can see that this week has been fantastic for Bitcoin. We managed to hold several weeks at the top of this channel. We mentioned in our last video, and we are finally having a move to the upside. We're testing our 29,000 level again. And if we bring the DXY, we highlighted that the DXY was turning green or turned green on the super gap indicator, and this move would be really important for the price of Bitcoin on the near future. And as we can see, we were saying that it took a while after breaking this trend line to the upside, after the DXY breaking this trend line to the upside and start gaining strength. The moment the DXY turned green on the super gap indicator was when basically the bull market was at a confirmation, a confirmation of the bull market. This is where Bitcoin was able to continue to put higher high and higher lows, and it towards the bull market acceleration. So we believe that the same thing could be happening as well, as the DXY already broke this trend line to the upside. The super gap indicator is already green, and we mentioned that this could be very important for the price of Bitcoin. So far, we can see that Bitcoin is having a brilliant week so far. If we close this candle where it is at the moment on Sunday night, we can assume that if we bring our arcs, we can assume that we can assume that Bitcoin was able to we can assume that Bitcoin is on its way to basically all this level as support, all this level as support, and continue to build on top of our 29,000 level. That would be the best case scenario going forward for the next week. We believe that the super gap indicator turning green is positive, and if we don't make lower lows, we're expecting with this super gap indicator turning green on the DXY, we will probably start building higher highs and higher lows toward our main, our next Fibonacci level. In this case, where we can see the potential for the price to continue to go up. We know where we can go. We know that we are far away from the top of the arc. We are very close. Last time we mentioned that we are very close to the bottom of the arc, that this would be a very good area of accumulation, we could go sideways and respect, as long as Bitcoin respected this, the bottom of this arc, that would be great for the price. That means if we're not going to make any lower lows, we could at least keep this low. So, basically the top of our dark bull channel could be the low, a low in this case, and we keep building higher lows. Even if we go sideways, we could still go make higher lows and higher highs. So basically the movement could be sideways, at least always keeping this previous low, which is the top of a dark bull channel, which we believe could be a very important level for Bitcoin to build and keep moving toward our next targets in this case. So we're not going to mention any specific target at the moment. The only thing we want is to keep holding or try to close the next week, this candle, weekly candle, above the 29,000 level at least, close on top of it, above it, and open a new candle and keep building towards or at least preserving 29,000 level in this case, preserving 29,000 level, building on top of 29,000 level, and move sideways for a best case scenario. Of course, Bitcoin could at any moment, start going high and then correcting and start moving higher and then correcting, but always making higher highs and higher lows. In this case, building inside the channel or inside the arc. Of course, we don't want to see Bitcoin going outside the arc, and we don't want to see Bitcoin breaking outside out to the downside. No upside, no downside, protecting, stay inside the arc, and the same way it did for the previous cycles. As long as we stay inside the arc, going up and down, that would be good. The same way happen here. So we are expecting this arc to be respected, basically. We need to respect this arc and build inside. That would be important for the price of Bitcoin. And any major move outside the channel, outside this arc, could mean that correction could be on the way. Of course, breaking this arc to the downside could be a negative sign, or could be also a sign that a buying opportunity, like what happened during 2020, where the price weakened below this arc, but it was one of the greatest time to invest in Bitcoin. So after this scenario, this event, we saw where Bitcoin went. So the closer we are to the bottom, the best the opportunity, the higher we are in the arc, is where we probably gonna have to think about taking profit or reducing a risk exposure to Bitcoin. So we would like to now look at the DXY, our DXY Bitcoin ratio. We can see that Bitcoin ratio is already showing signs, positive signs, where we are actually coming out, breaking the 50-day moving average to the downside. This guy's coming out for the first time in a while. We can see that the RSI already broke the 50 level. We adjusted this level to be at the 50 level because it makes more sense. We are actually breaking the 50 level to the downside as well. There is a trend line where the RSI is breaking this trend line as well. This trend line basically kept the price, pushing the price to the, suppressing the price of Bitcoin, let's say. Every time the ratio came, trying to make, Bitcoin tried to make a high, we returned back to lower prices. We can see that the RSI is following the same move, and last time we tried to make higher prices. You can see the other side came, bounced at this trend line again, went back. So that means we have a correction. Now we consolidated in between the 50 and the 200-day moving average like we predicted. We got stuck inside this area for a while, and now we're trying to come out. And coming out of this in between these two moving average, we can see that the other side is for the first time trying to actually break this upward trend line as well, which is a good sign for the price of Bitcoin. We can see that last time this happened in, let's say, in 2020, July 2020, we can see that breaking the top of this trend line, taking this trend line. When the other side broke this trend line, we can see that Bitcoin was able to go accelerate on the got into a bull market acceleration process. The same thing could be happening as well. We have this trend line, breaking this trend line to finally come to this 1862 level is what we are expecting. This is going to mark the bull market acceleration, and this is actually showing sign that is about to happen. So we want the other side to keep pushing to the downside. We want the ratio to keep pushing to the downside. That means the price is projected to go higher. And as we broke this in the past, this trend line, the other side broke this trend line in the past, is a good sign for the price of Bitcoin. We can see that the ratio tends to push, which means the price goes up. This happened as well during this event. You can see the suppression break, and the testing this level started this massive acceleration of the price of Bitcoin. So far the Bitcoin, our Bitcoin ratio is showing sign of strength as well, as Bitcoin is retesting our 29,000 level at the moment. So we'd like to go now to the Bitcoin dominance. We can see for that reason, we are retesting 29,000 level again. The Bitcoin dominance is back at 52%. We can see that Bitcoin is dominating altcoins at the moment. This is bad news for altcoin, but it's not as we mentioned in our previous video. This 50, 200, then 300 week moving average is a very strong line, and a moving average usually it suppresses the price, it suppresses the dominance. The only time we managed to stay above it was during 2020 bull market. So we can expect, if we get a Bitcoin bull market acceleration or confirmation and the price starts going high, we can expect the dominance to keep going high and probably make new highs where we can possibly see the dominance fall and giving some strength to altcoin, which means altcoin season. At the moment, we can expect Bitcoin to continue to gain more dominance as we try to confirm the bull market acceleration and putting higher highs. The dominance will continue to increase in this case, or at least we know where it could correct. We have the 53% zone, possibly a 62%, but we are not sure, and we need to keep following what is going to happen to the Bitcoin dominance and how Bitcoin is going to behave in relation to this new price action. So yes, this is what we wanted to show you guys today. We know that the weight or this area of accumulation. The top of that bull channel was indeed a great area of for accumulation, and we are now retesting our 29,000 level as one of the best case scenario, as we mentioned on our previous video. So that's the update for today, guys. Thank you very much for watching, and I will see you guys on our next video. Thank you very much.